Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. There's a different level of energy in Discord and Signal than there is the podcast, let me tell you. I'm like, hello during the podcast. Everybody's like, hey.
What's up?
We're contractually obligated to do the podcast. This is just for fun.
Oh. Valid point. I should rewrite those contracts to force you to be a little bit more happy when we start the episode.
I ain't signing that.
Yeah. I can incentivize you. I'm sure there's something. No more Starship combat as long as you sign this contract.
Oh my god. That is tempting.
Right? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Discord and Signal multi-arc Starfinder adventure following the crew of the Indefatigable as they travel through the drift in search of, or merely stumbling upon by accident, a myriad of adventures. Today is episode 67, The Heart, Part 2. I'm Aaron, the GM with the sole responsibility of killing the characters, including Co, played by Alex.
Indeed.
Luna, played by Abe.
Kakabu.
Twick, played by Caleb.
Oh, that's me.
And Lisk, played by Jake.
Hey, yo, what up?
Last time on the Discord and Signal, as the crew continued around the Heart, they encountered several additional strange rooms. One with an old steward that was building a tomb, one with devices of unknown purpose, and one with moving pillars of obsidian and a huge wound in the middle of the floor. After some relatively simple combat with a Strix Mystic and a couple operatives, the crew found themselves with no discernible path forward. Luna and Co. both attempted to figure their way out of the Room of Tombs, one by honest discussion, and the other by grave digging. Good for you, Alex. Lisk was confounded yet again by the rooms, but found himself ready to shoot his way through the wound to leave the Heart Gate.
Lisk is always ready to shoot his way out of whatever situation he's in, though.
Yes. And John Twick showed up again and laid down the law, even though he knocked the boss out with non-lethal damage and missed a full page of details from the GM.
Oh no.
They didn't want to talk, man, so, whatever.
They could have.
Nah.
This was
So
a
we
good
got both the in the unlikely event and we missed the
Yes.
full sheet of
Yes. However, I will say the in the unlikely event was like one paragraph, and this is a literal entire page of text in the AP.
Well,
Somebody's
I
got to
always
speak
try
with
to
dead or
be
something, right?
diplomatic before we have to kill everybody, but they don't want to talk usually.
Yeah, actually, weirdly enough, we had nobody sensed motive on this lady while you guys were having combat. I get that on occasion from you, but not this time.
yeah. I sense motive in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
I was all sense motived out.
That is
I was
okay.
too focused on these spiky pillars.
Yeah, I mean, they are a little distracting. Here, let me take these guys off the map so you don't have to look at them. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Do we get their stuff?
Get out of here. Yeah, I think I gave it to you. If I didn't, I can go back over it again. Please let me know if you don't have it, and I will provide it to you.
So there's a big hole in the room.
Big hole in the room?
There's wires going into it.
There are wires connecting to like these. They don't look like panels. It looks like components sort of haphazardly stacked around the wound. They don't. Can't really tell if it's functional in any way, if it does anything, but the main thing you can see is specifically what looks like a sort of a darkness aura sitting over the top of the wound.
And we feel pulled in.
No, you don't feel anything specifically.
But we can't go in it.
Well, you haven't tried that, but
I toss a small rock on top of it.
okay. As the rock flies and looks like it should be sort of falling down this hole that is a wound, it just stops and pauses midair. Stuck. The one thing I did tell you before we ended last session was that you did notice there's like a metal ring almost that kind of encompasses this wound, and that's where all the electrical components are kind of haphazardly placed around. They don't look like they're really connected to anything. Some of them are operating, some of them are not. But you also see 4 small slots each in these sort of cardinal directions around this gaping wound. There are each slot is sort of ringed with a piece of differently colored metal: black, blue, red, and white.
How big is this slot?
Fairly small.
Don't do what you're thinking of doing.
Oh my gosh.
We haven't found anything like no key cards or
Nothing. These are also, they almost look like diamond shaped.
Not round.
No.
Stop.
I was thinking we all just put a finger in. Each of us put a finger in a slot.
Oh my god.
And it would probably like clamp down and bite the finger off, and then we would get a prize for our sacrifice.
Totally.
You can try it if you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Like where's the space in the wall that you stick your hand in, and it's like, I don't know if it's gonna bite your hand off or not.
Oh, that's down south, remember? You spilled some blood in it.
No, not in the game, in real life.
In real life. Okay, so we need some kind of keys. You said
Four of
four?
Or
I mean,
Yeah.
we have roughly 4 rooms. It's a little bit of a stretch, though, because this room, I feel like, didn't have much in it.
It had some big
Well, we
tubes
haven't
we
really
definitely could have
done
got in.
anything with that room.
I
Kinda
guess. We can look again.
We kind of have done stuff with all the other ones, except we haven't really figured out the coffins. We don't have anything to put in these slots.
Do the diamond shapes like remind us of anything, like with the colors?
No. Nothing that you have seen or encountered. And I will say it's not like a precisely shaped diamond. All of them appear to be just close to the shape of a diamond. Maybe they have a indent here or a sort of bulged spot on one side of it there. They're just imprecise stones, really, that are kind of the shape of a diamond.
Hey, Ko, did you end up looking in one of those tombs in the other room?
I did.
Is there anything in there?
There were bones.
Diamond-shaped bones?
Were the bones diamond shaped?
Wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Okay, this is my best one.
Hey!
Nice.
Wow.
They were not. They were bone shaped.
There was just bones in there, right? Like when
Just
nothing else.
bones. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you would have seen in there is just bones.
They were not diamond shaped.
Metagaming, but Aaron does mention the cinnamon rolls every time we go through that one room.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
true.
there might be something in each room that like unlocks a little gem for us.
That's very possible.
Something that smells good.
Right.
I mean, we gotta go check the rooms again, I guess.
Because we definitely fell into the trap of every room, but like, is there also a puzzle that we can solve?
It's weird that like the mirror room, there's nothing in there that we
Right.
found. We just fell into a trap and
Right.
then
Yeah.
left.
My issue is like, surely we didn't fail all 4 rooms, right?
But we definitely
kinda
could
did, though.
have.
I mean,
We definitely didn't
we
do
didn't
good in
necessarily
any of them.
fail
We
them.
would have
just-
solved at least one of them, right? To figure out that we're on the right track.
This one down here, we just ignored.
We didn't do
just
anything.
went right on through that room.
Kind of just ignore it.
Well, there was
Like,
more,
He said
there
some
was
weird
more
stuff, and we
back.
were like, that sounds weird. Let's just, I don't know. Let's go.
We had places to be.
Yeah, like this room with the spiky pillars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of, do any of the pillars look like they might, like the spikes? We could snap up a spike, maybe. Shove that in there.
Let's see which direction they move, and I'll tell you. Oh!
Oh god.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not in here anymore. For sure.
The pillars look just not identical to one another, but they look like they're kind of the same. It's just fleshy components, like with sharp, almost obsidian, jagged edges all around them.
Okay.
How's this room doing?
Yeah, can I look around in here and see if we missed anything?
I mean, you immediately smell freshly baked cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, we're both Yosoki. Surely one of us has scent.
I remember interacting with the altar up here, and there was something about
Like
it.
a basin.
Yeah, like it made me feel really good.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a reminder what this room looks like, it's kind of like most of the rest of this heart area. It's kind of fleshy walls, with the exception of this one wall where there's a giant face protruding. Its features are sort of casting a downward gaze at this square stone altar. And right at the top of the altar, there's almost like a bulge. It's just like this rounded top to it. It shows a hemispherical surface that's kind of pitted. Yeah, and that's where you're at. You still see the bodies of the 4 Dralics you killed. A loose finger or toe here or there on the
I
ground.
thought didn't those ones sink into the floor?
They, not like so far that you could not see them anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's like you remember when you parked your ship and the tendrils were kind of encasing the feet of the ship? It's very similar to that, so you can still make them out. There's probably like a very thin layer. You know, like right before the Urukai are taken out of the mud? When you can see that semi-transparent layer over the top of them? It's just like that.
Yeah.
Somebody watch something recently?
No.
I'm gonna scoop up as many of like spare digits as I can. I'm gonna put some of them in that little pitted zone. Maybe this is what he wants. He wants fingies.
Get pitted. Yeah, you pick up like 5 or 6 fingers, you toss them in the small pits on the top of this sphere, step back, nothing happens.
Damn it.
Did my perception check find anything weird about the room that we hadn't?
I put a piece of the heart in it.
Yeah, I think you cut
you cut
You
a
did. You cut a
chunk of the
flesh.
floor. What was your perception check? It was a 40. I think you would probably know. I think I read this last time. Maybe as you're looking around, most of the room looks fairly normal, with the exception of obviously the face and the pillar. You see, upon investigation of the pillar, a unusual, translucent but dark stone, composed of what you would guess is shadow stuff. There is a more solid center of this stone. So the stone I'm talking about is the top part of this altar, and you can also see sort of through this transparent shadow stuff. There is a what appears to be a more solid stone at the very center of the altar. But upon physical examination, it doesn't really seem like there's any way you could damage this thing.
Can I have a 10-minute rest?
What? For what?
I'm just observing my stamina value currently.
No, I'm good with that.
You guys want to rest?
I mean, I can't stop you.
Okay. Can I take one of the dead guys and bleed him into the basin?
Wow.
I mean, you can cut his body out of the floor if you want to pull one of the bodies out. Yeah.
I would like to do this.
Okay, you pull one of the Dralics out of the floor.
That stone that Twix saw, is it the size and shape that would fit into one of those slots?
Looks approximately the same size. Can't really tell because you see a lot of
Wild, that's
shadows
crazy.
sort of swirling in the outer shell. So you can't really tell, but you would guess.
I would like to cut a man over the top of the pitted surface
Okay.
and bleed him into it.
Okay. You lift up this man and you sort of, you do the whole, like, you set your Solarian weapon up against his chest before hitting the activate button, and that cauterizes everything, so it doesn't work. So then I'm going to guess you ask Lisk for a blade, and you just sort of carve a piece open, and a couple drips of blood from the Dralic, what remains anyway, drip onto the stone. I think, roll me a perception check.
Yeah. 20.
20. The only thing I would say is that for a moment you feel as if the smell of the freshly baked cinnamon rolls dissipates, but then it returns.
Didn't need a blood sacrifice.
Some of our blood?
Maybe.
Yeah,
There was at least somewhat of a reaction. We can go to the next room and come back to this one.
Also true.
We have a lead on one stone.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check
We're
this
not
one
going to be
again.
any happier with this room.
Yeah.
Just going to warn you.
Again, I think you walk into this room. You see what you've seen before, multiple times walking in here. Northern and southern walls of the chamber are lined with cylindrical machines, each with a single large opening in the front, covered by a clear plastic door. You see what looks like a touch sensor, maybe, above the doors. There's a smaller cylindrical machine to the east, a wide maw at the top, and a hopper at the bottom. There's a small rectangular fountain in the middle of the floor, kind of between Twick and Co. It's devoid of water. It's, I think what you would see with the fountain is that it's constructed from cartilaginous material. You also see holographic signs on the walls, and standing there long enough, you do see a sign that eventually sort of rotates from text you can't comprehend to common, and it says, "Be thankful for what you receive and return the generosity in kind."
What happens what if I touch the touchscreen on the capsule thing?
Which one?
This one I'm standing in front of, middle.
The one you're standing in front of. Okay. You touch the screen. Yeah, okay. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna touch the little, we're gonna say you touch the little button, and you see the door, the transparent door. It just goes opaque for a second. A few moments pass, and then it becomes transparent again, and you see something sitting behind it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. You see something sitting behind it.
But I can't tell what it is.
You can give me a physical science check.
Okay.
It doesn't look familiar to you.
Hey, Twick. You know what this is? I can't actually roll that.
I got you. It's not a great roll. 31, though.
31. You believe that what he is looking at, or what she is looking at, is a tactical seismic coupler. It is a tool used to illuminate potential hazards present on a battlefield and gathering of data and scientific surveys. It's a sort of spherical device. It has 6 spikes protruding from it, each one connected to a 3-component geophone housed inside of the device. And you can activate this thing as if making a sort of an attack, as if it were a thrown weapon. And upon landing, it sends surface seismic data back to your personal comm unit. And it can detect anything within 100 feet.
What is this called?
It is called a tactical seismic coupler. I have a link to it. Sorry, I meant to send that.
Seismic coupler.
Tactical seismic coupler. This is There's a link. I don't know why I put it in there. I only put it in Mumble. There's a link.
I open the door and grab it.
Yeah, this is a Mark V, by the way.
Son.
Okay.
Dang.
I take it.
Okay. You take this item. The door shuts behind you. you see the device, the little button on the top, go from red back to green, which is the color it was when you started. And you immediately just have a sensation that you should be thankful.
I should be
Give
thankful. Is there anything in there right now?
There's nothing in there. It's empty.
I stick in. Should I give it?
One battery.
One battery.
Un battery.
I'm gonna stick a spell gem.
No way.
Spell gem. Okay. You open the door, set the spell gem in, move your hand out, door shuts. Nothing happens. You still feel the need that you should give thanks.
Do I have to push the... Just to put it in the fountain? Puzzles are hard.
Try putting it on.
The button gave me the item, right?
The button created the item behind the door. Yes.
So what happens if I push the button now that the spell gem's in there?
The light flashes red, and then the door it goes sort of opaque and then back to transparent, and you still see the spell gem sitting in there.
I take the spell gem out and I chuck it in the fountain.
Okay. You hear it just kind of like, you would imagine a spell gem normally bouncing off of hard floor would be like tink tink tink, but instead this one just gets stuck in the material as you toss it in the fountain. Kind of gross.
This one's different, right?
That one is different.
Oh. I take my spell gem over here. What does this one look like? Is the screen or the button different?
This is a completely different thing. It is a smaller machine with a wide maw at the top and a hopper at the bottom.
Oh.
There we go.
Toothy maw?
I put the gem into the top.
Okay. The gem goes in. It just sort of falls into the machine. A door collapses, like sort of right below the maw, becomes opaque, and then it opens up. And then down below, you see UPBs being dispensed from the bottom of the device.
Oh man, guys, we have so much stuff to throw in this thing. Oh yes.
Can you tell me about this? Spell gem? By
It's
the way?
a spell gem 1.
Okay.
Just level 1.
So that means
It's worth 140.
Yeah, you would see 14 UPBs pop out.
Okay.
Also, you still feel the need to give thanks.
Do something bigger?
You put the UPBs in the
Or did I do something wrong?
fountain.
What was this thing you gave me? This is a Mark 5, level 11.
Oh, it's expensive.
Oh boy.
It's very expensive.
What if I put it into the machine?
I feel like the secret to all the rooms is hurting ourselves.
Is it? Yeah.
Fun brand.
Do you think it is triggered by the price or the level of the item? Metagaming.
Level. I think
I
price
have
would
no
vary
idea.
too much.
As you're standing around thinking about this, your feeling of needing to express gratitude is slowly replaced by one of shame.
Not so bad.
Oh no.
I'm gonna drop my gelid arse carbine into the maw.
Oh.
Okay. Tell me about this weapon.
is a level 9,
Oh my god.
12,400 price.
Okay.
Hope you don't like that thing.
You
I
place
never
this
use
into
it.
the maw. Somehow the entire weapon manages to fit into this small device. It just sort of slowly moves into the orifice, and the door sort of shuts. It goes opaque, becomes transparent, and then no UPBs are dispensed down below. And your sensation of feeling shame dissipates.
Oh, good. Okay. Completely, or I still feel a little bit shameful.
Nope, completely.
Sweet.
And in fact,
That's
a
just
few
the
moments
natural
later,
shame you're feeling.
a few moments later, you hear this machine in front of you emit this sort of like tone, doo-doo-doo, and that is it.
I clicked the button on this one.
Anybody want to trade in their stuff?
You see a door shut. A few moments later, the door opens, and you see yet again a very small, strange-looking object sitting behind it. This one looks. You've seen things similar to this. This looks like an Aeon stone.
Ooh.
What one? What kind?
Which one? What kind?
What color?
Let
Yeah.
me.
And shape.
It's. Hold on, I'll send you this link so you can look this up. It is at this. You are looking at a, excuse me, an alabaster helix Aeon stone.
Ooh.
That sounds fancy.
The stone can orbit you while you're prone or unconscious, but it stops orbiting if you die. While the alabaster helix orbits and remains adjusted to you, you regain 1 hit point per hour.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is a 30,000 credit item.
Dang.
30,000 credits to get 1 hit point per hour.
Yep. You got it. I clicked the button.
Are you
again.
kidding me?
You click the button again.
Yeah.
Is the stone still in there?
Yep.
Okay. The door goes opaque, becomes transparent again. You see the stone there.
Dang.
You don't get to pick.
Go press the button on a different machine.
Actually,
Yep. Beep.
as you step away from the machine, you hear it emit a sound. Dee-doo-doo. Maybe you turn around quickly to see that the stone that was once within or behind the door has now disappeared. And it has appeared at the machine you are now standing in front of.
Ow.
It knows.
Could we get the stone and then just put it in the machine?
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, yeah, that's what I should have done, really, but...
We're gonna try it. I take
Okay.
out the stone,
Okay.
and then
You feel a need to give thanks.
yeah, I run over here and I alley-oop it into the hopper.
When the machine receives this stone, it makes a different type of tone, one you have not heard yet. And it just keeps repeating itself. Doo-doot, doo-doot, doo-doot.
Error tone.
And a sort of a little device sort of pops out of the front that looks like a place where you could place your hand. Doo-doot, doo-doot, doo-doot.
That's all you took.
He puts his paw on it.
Put your paw on it. Okay.
Got to get started.
You feel an overwhelming sense of, again, this idea of needing to be thankful. It's almost as if the machine is trying to draw that sensation out of you. You can feel it in a way, almost like detecting your motive for putting this Aeon stone back inside of this unit. And while you're touching it, you can either make me a bluff or a diplomacy check to be thankful or to have gratitude for this object that was given to you.
Great. Awesome. Diplomacy it is, I guess. They're the same.
Okay.
14.
14.
Heck yeah.
You have a bonus.
I do have a bonus.
Pretty good.
Okay, the object or the machine that sort of retracts this place where you can put your hand, and the machine sort of closes the top door again and becomes opaque. Then it opens, but no UPBs are dispensed. And you still feel a need that you should give thanks.
Is the stone still in the thing?
It is not in the thing.
Well, that sucks. Well, this room kind of sucks, guys.
Does. If you think it keys off the level, I have a level 8 item that's not very strong, that's not very powerful. It's not very expensive either.
I mean, we could try
Got
it.
some random stuff like this. What is a Ripper spined blade?
Ooh.
It's a level 11 item.
Anybody else going to do anything else while Caleb's doing this?
All the 6 other machines, they all look identical.
Identical.
And what's with the thing in the middle of the room again? That's just
It's an empty fountain
empty
that's made of cartilaginous material. It's a good word. I just like saying it.
What do I have?
Quick's gonna try something out. He just slices open his palm a little bit and lets it drip out into the fountain.
Nasty boy.
Okay. Yeah, nothing seems to happen. It's almost like the blood just soaks into the material. It's
No reaction, huh?
it's been a little bit, and now you are no longer feeling the need to express gratitude. However, you are feeling ashamed.
Oh, you guys got it. I'm gonna go over here.
I could pour a
it's okay.
serum in this. Maybe that's something.
We're just gonna get rid of all our stuff. Trying to guess how this works.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of check I could make to try to intuit what we're missing here?
Sure. You can make a mysticism check.
Hey, I'm good at those.
You can also
Or at
make an
least
engineering
okay.
check if you just want to know like the purpose of the devices, but I think you already know that.
Yeah, I'll give you a mysticism. Oh, I shouldn't have rolled. Oh, great. Okay,
Oh
yeah,
my
there you go.
Nice.
36 mysticism.
Oh man, your bonus is only 16.
Correct.
Boy, it'd be nice to have a mystic. Yeah, you would discern that somehow these devices along the walls are creating these objects from seemingly nothing. And obviously that the object at the end, the sort of recycler, if you will, is connected to them. And in somehow, it's somehow magical and can detect whether or not you are actually thankful for objects that you were given, but decided to return. Alternatively, if you give something of your own after receiving an object, it does appear that the machine is detecting you being thankful, as long as it meets we'll just call it like a certain quality.
Okay.
Caleb, can Twick make me either a mysticism or an engineering check?
You got it. Great. 23. Natural 1.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you don't know exactly what's going on, but some of your equipment is starting to malfunction.
Ah, man.
Not quip.
Yeah, I wouldn't say quip, but quip, kip, whatever his name is.
Kip.
I do think. Do you have any hybrid items? Or magical items? While he's looking, what are the other three of you doing?
Is there anything in this room that looks like a stone that fits in the slot?
Nothing.
So the question is if one of these would give us the...
Yeah. If we just did it enough, maybe. Or the specific machine, maybe. I don't know.
I have Force Souls and my synergizing symbiotes.
Okay.
I also have an Aeon Stone.
All three of those objects are malfunctioning. You don't know what, can't quite tell what, but they are currently malfunctioning.
Like, what happens when I try to walk on the air?
Every other step, it feels like your boots are not holding you in the air properly, and you kind of start to fall down until you take the next step.
Okay, I'm back.
You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah. He pulls out the Ripper Spine blade.
As you step up to this device, the light that is normally green turns red, and it begins emitting a tone. Dee-doo-doot, dee-doo-doot, dee-doo-doot.
Hello? I knock on the thing.
You look at the top, which you can barely see. You like jump up to see it in the hopper, and the door appears closed.
I don't think it likes you.
I'm gonna go now. Back to where I was.
Okay, for the coffin room.
Wait. Caleb, as Twick walks past these other devices, he does feel a pull towards them. As in, almost like you need to give thanks again. Or
I feel that
receive,
towards
maybe,
these?
again. Yes.
Oh. Okay, I push the button on this one.
Yeah.
The door, opaque, then transparent, and behind it you see an object. This time is not an Aeon stone, it is something different. How to describe this object? It looks like
A roughly diamond-shaped stone.
a metallic disc less than a foot in diameter with a small knob on the surface.
And it is...
If are you going to take it out? You'd have to actually examine this one.
I mean, yeah, all my stuff's breaking, so might as well.
Okay. What you pull out is, maybe you grab it, you look at it for a quick second, you immediately recognize it. Now that you're holding it, maybe you can kind of check it, flip it over upside down, review it. You're looking at an emergency life shell.
Oh,
That sounds
nice.
good.
Oops, that...
Emergency
link
life
didn't-
shells are cool.
This is a Mark III emergency life shell. Sorry, that link wasn't working.
No, it works.
And your feeling of shame is replaced by a feeling of needing to give thanks.
Okay, I go back to the hopper machine. And I give it something.
Here, I'll give Twick my ultra thin switchblade,
Oh.
my second best melee weapon.
Oh, thanks, Lisk. You don't need to do that. Okay.
Oh, I don't need to do it, and trying to grab it back, but it's too late. It's a level 8 item.
Level 8 item. Okay. This item drops into the hopper. You hear it emit a sound, doo-doo, and then 910 UPBs fall into the door, the little sort of hopper on the bottom. And you still feel
Not good
a
enough.
need to give thanks.
Oh my god, that was my second best one. Here, do you want any of these? And Lisk offers 11 survival knives.
Well, I scoop up the UPBs. And then I take this Ripper spined blade and I toss it in there. It's a level 11 item, 24,500 or something.
Yikes. It goes into the device. The door shuts. They open, and you hear a tone that Luna heard earlier. Doo-doo-doo. And your sensation of needing to feel or needing to give thanks dissipates. A few moments later, maybe you guys are all kind of standing around, the fountain in the center of the room begins to function with a spray of cool, clear water, strangely enough, coming out of this, again, I'm going to say it again, cartilaginous fountain. A spray of cool, clear water, and a small blue stone floats to the surface.
We did it!
Guys, we did
Probably.
I grab the stone.
Okay. All 7 of these devices are still green, for what it's worth.
We can still play the Gashpon game. Guys, we solved the puzzle. Good job.
We did it. We did one.
Or we just had to stand in here long enough and it would have happened. And all that was just...
Could be. A lot of options.
I forgot earlier, but can I go get the boss lady from the death room and bring her with us?
Sure. Where are you bringing her?
I'm going to bring her to the coffin room.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Does that mean you guys are leaving this room?
Yeah.
Are you guys done here? Yeah.
Just confirming. All right. You guys leave the room. You drag the boss lady with you. Her corpse took a little bit to cut out of the fleshy floor. It was already being absorbed by the heart. But you're able to do that, and you bring it back to the room of coffins, or tombs. The old lady's standing there, not facing you. She's currently working on one of the coffins, and I think maybe she kind of hears you this time. You probably walk in a little bit louder than normal, and she turns around and she just says, hello?
Do you recognize this person? I lay the body down.
No. Who is that?
Oh, she's, I guess nobody important. I thought maybe it might have something to do with you, but that's okay.
No, I have waited for so long to finish my companion's tombs, but I can never remember to do it right. I always find some flaw in the craftsmanship, and I must start over again. Can you help me?
What do you need?
I don't know what the flaw is. Maybe you can see what my tired eyes can't.
Okay. My other thought about this room was, what if we just kill her and put her in the coffin?
Of course, that was your thought.
We could convince her to get in.
I think we tried to convince her.
Did we?
I don't think so.
I don't know if that actually... I think Abe was like, do you think this is for you or something? I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
We can try again, though.
Did we try just literally looking for a flaw in its construction?
I was
We
gonna see
did,
it.
I thought.
Can I take 20? Just sitting here long enough looking at it.
Yeah, you stare at this tomb. It appears generally the same level of construction as the other 4 tombs. This one obviously looks like it's been torn down and rebuilt multiple times, but yeah, seems like basically the same. Just unfinished currently. There's pieces on the floor. It looks like she's sort of been taking them apart and beginning to put it back together.
Well, what'd you bring that body in here for, Co?
I was thinking maybe I would put it in the coffin, but she seems to not like it, so I don't.
Oh, she went. Ko went and got the body of the Strix mystic, Jake.
Yeah, I gathered.
Okay,
It's
alright.
I figured Ko would do something fucked up while I was away. It's not that surprising.
You'd be wrecked.
What if I put the body in the coffin? Does she react?
She seems appalled.
She's upset by that, huh?
Please, no, do not. I will have to rebuild it now. This is my companion's tomb.
This is your
tombs for my
companion.
companion. I do not know this creature.
Don't you remember Susie? This is your companion. This is the missing piece.
It's not. It's something. It's not. We make me a bluff check.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Susie. Yes, Susie. This must be my companion. This must be
Right.
what the flaw. Please help me construct the remaining tomb now that Susie can be laid to rest.
I'll help her.
Nice one, Ko.
You slowly stack the pieces back until they're complete. The tomb is fully constructed. She looks right at you and she says, there is some small flaw in the craftsmanship.
Gosh, no.
I must. I mean, you bluffed her really well. I couldn't let you not complete the tomb. I must start over again. She begins removing the pieces you had just placed on the tomb.
Is this, let's see, blue, black, red, white. Is there one of these stones, like, in the tomb?
There's nothing in the tomb other than the body of the Strix Mystic.
Or is as part of the construction or something, like hiding in? Okay.
No. It's empty other than the corpse.
Should we check the other 3 tombs?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I don't want to shoot this lady,
Yeah.
but it feels
for what
like
it's
she
worth,
wants me to shoot her.
she is very distracted right now because she is completely disassembling this tomb.
It's a free kill. Easy XP.
Somebody want to sense motive her just to see if anything's weird?
That is the only check you made in this room last time.
Yeah.
Oh, we did? Okay.
The only thing you
Yeah.
attempted to do, and she is sincere.
Yeah.
Ko, you're standing over the tomb. If you want to make a mysticism check while you're standing there helping her.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
You go.
21.
Man, it'd be nice to have a mystic. Or a
Yeah, no, we keep
technomancer.
saying wow for like low 20s
Yeah.
of mysticism
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's not unexpected.
There's something going on here. You just don't know what. Can't quite discern it. She is distracted, so if you guys want to look into the other tombs, you can do that.
Yeah.
I also want to detect magic just around the room.
Okay. There is a general aura of magic in the entire space. One thing in particular, you do feel maybe a connection as you're sort of standing next to one of the tombs. You feel some magical connection between the bones that are in it and the tomb itself. Other than that, you don't really detect any other type of magic in this space.
And we did not convince her to get in there last time, did we?
You asked her last time if it was meant for her, and she said she didn't know. That's all that happened.
All right, let's check these other tombs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's help me with this.
Yeah,
You
you
guys,
got it, boss.
I won't make you make checks for this because she's very distracted, but you're able to open the tops of the tombs. Inside, the first tomb that Ko looked in was only bones. 2 of these tombs have really, really antique armor that is also sitting there with the bones. Like old and rusted clearly non-functional for you. It's not type of armor you would normally
Advanced ancient technology that's
Yes.
better than what we have currently.
Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much all you see in there. There's no stones. It's just at this point 4 different corpses, different species. They're corpses, and some of them have armor, but just bones.
Can we tell what species there?
I think I told you last time. I think there's 2 humans. I think there was a Vesk and maybe a Lashunta. I don't remember exactly. I can go back and...
That's all right.
No diamond, though.
No.
Oh, maybe we could ask her. Hey, have you seen like a little diamond-shaped stone? Maybe. I'll show her the one that we just got from the fountain. Maybe it looks something like this. Does it ring any bells?
No. Never seen anything like that. Can you see what my tired eyes can't?
Yeah. You know what? I'll take a look. What's so bad about this? What's she doing wrong?
You can do 2 things here. You can look at the tomb, which you already did last time with an engineering check. You can also give me a mysticism check since you're standing there.
I will do mysticism.
Do it.
Okay,
All right.
31.
Hey, that's an actual check.
31! There we go. You can sense some sort of connection between Devania and the tombs, and you surmise that it is likely her final resting place.
Yeah. We gotta get her in there, right? I'll say
I want an easy way.
Yeah, I'll say to Devania. Do you think? Here's an idea. What if you
the flaw fix?
Yeah. What if you go ahead and hop on in there, and I'll put the top on, and then you can see inside because normally you can't see like what it looks like inside. But if you're in it, then you'd be able to tell.
Oh.
And then we could fix it for you.
She starts like twitching with excitement. You saying the flaw might be on the inside of the tomb?
Yep.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Oh no.
You don't have your theme's not priest, is it?
No.
Just say yes.
Son of a gun.
Oh, you have disadvantage.
It didn't even matter.
No
It's
problem.
2 sevens. 35.
Still really good.
I am the flaw. You might be correct. Will you perform final preparations then?
Absolutely.
She nods at you. She turns around. She steps into the tomb and lays down. I think even as you are like beginning to sort of approach her to start placing parts of this tomb, you see her. She like closes her eyes. She has a small smile on her face, and as she does, her skin begins to slowly flake away and reveal the muscle and bones underneath. She's calm this entire time, doesn't say anything, breathes a deep sigh of relief as the muscle also begins to just flake away until there are only bones left in this tomb. And if you remember this room, inside this room, not only are there tombs, but there's a giant, branches of a tree that are sort of surrounding the room itself. They suddenly bloom with bright red flowers, and those flowers begin to drip with blood that lands on both the tombs and the floor around you. As the blood drops to the ground, it begins to pool and coalesce into the center, and out of that, a small red stone lifts up from the pool of blood and just sort of floats in the middle of the room.
Man, that's so much better than what I was expecting. I thought for sure she was going to decay and the stone was just in her. In her corpse.
That is cool.
I would like to collect the blood.
Okay.
Ooh.
How are you collecting it?
I dump out this Mark 1 serum, I guess.
Oh no!
What? No,
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let me
I
drink
have
it.
medical tools.
You have stuff?
Yes.
I
I
don't
have
know.
tubes.
Get your tubes out.
Beakers. Gosh.
No, this is easy. I throw my expensive weapon into the dumpster, stomp on it a
It's
few
a
times,
Mark
and then pick it up.
1.
We can't
All right.
get more of those, really. So, no.
So you take one of the vials and you're just going to collect some of this blood off the floor. Is that your plan?
I give Co a vial.
Yeah, click the
I'm
blood.
asking Co if that's
Yep.
what's Co's doing.
Yep.
Okay. As you're sort of picking up some of the blood on the floor, you begin to feel an incredibly dark sensation in your mind.
It's a
I'm gonna
shame.
need a will save from you.
Yeah. And my will save just went up. Better be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's see it. Okay. Whatever the darkness was, you're able to resist it. You collect some blood in this vial and you cork it.
Great. I have blood.
All right. 2 out of 4.
I'm gonna try this blood in the cinnamon room.
The cinnamon room.
Oh, like you're gonna drink it and see if it tastes like
Oh
cinnamon.
man.
Okay. You guys make your way back down the hallway. Ko, as you step into this room, the lights on all of these machines light up green. Lisk, the same for you. Twick, as you go past them, however, the lights are not lit up green. They are lit up red.
Oh,
No more for person.
no more for you.
Do we
That's
have
okay. I don't need
anything?
any more.
Do we have anything good that people are willing to give up?
A bunch of stuff. Got ultra thin dueling sword in here.
What
Aztec
is
suit
that?
3. I don't know if that's any good. The Aztec suit.
Is the dueling sword high enough level? We think.
It's level 11.
Oh, that's really
Yep,
good.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Level 9 worked also.
Yeah, let's go just steal that from Twick and dunk it in there.
You get an
Okay.
item first. You get an item.
No, yeah, go push a button
Oh,
first.
you're right. I skipped the first step.
Nope,
Okay.
you tossed it in there. All right.
Oh man.
Just kidding. I
Beep
wouldn't
boop
do
boop beep
that.
boop.
You press the button, the door becomes opaque, then becomes transparent, and behind it you see a very strange-looking mask.
Oh fuck
Ooh.
yes.
It appears to be constructed from components of an exoskeleton of a bug, like a giant bug. You would guess it might be from the swarm, like the Swarm, which is a race of rather deadly bugs in the Starfinder universe.
All right, just say no more. Lisk takes it, puts it on.
Okay. You putting it on, huh? Pull the mask out of this object, or out of this device, and what you're looking at is an adaptive swarm mask. I'll send this to you real quick so you don't have to search for it. Here it is. The mask counts as a worn magic item unless you stall it in armor, taking up 1 upgrade slot. When you take damage of any type while wearing the mask, it reduces the damage by 5.
Ooh.
It then ceases to provide that benefit, instead providing DR or energy resistance 5 against the same damage type for 1 minute. It remains adapted to the same damage type, even if taking a different type of damage. After the duration elapses, the mask becomes unadapted and can adjust to a new damage type.
That
fucking
is
awesome.
so good.
Slot
Yeah.
that into Janet.
That is so
Yeah,
good.
I don't. The real question is, does Janet have an open upgrade slot?
But you can just wear it with a mask, right?
It takes an upgrade slot. I think.
Of course.
You can wear it as a mask
Oh.
unless you upgrade it in the armor. Or put it in
Oh,
the armor,
unless
I
you
think.
install it in armor, yeah. So you can just have it as a worn magic item.
You can just wear it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's really cool. We can sort that out later. 'Cause that probably would actually be better on someone else.
It fits now that you have 2 mangled ears.
Well, she didn't say too very well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Janet. That's so sweet. You always got my back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do feel a sensation of needing to give thanks.
Okay, now I steal that sword and I throw it in the thingy. The dueling sword.
Okay. Device accepts it. You see the doors close, and then you hear a familiar tone. Dee-doo-doo. And your sensation, it passes. You no longer feel that way.
We did it.
Ko, again, as you kind of walk past the doors, still light up green for you. Lisk, the doors still light up green for you.
Oh, we got it
And,
twice.
Luna, as you walk past, the doors light up green for you. Twick, I'm sorry, though.
I'll hit a
It's
button.
okay.
Okay, you're going to hit a button?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. The door becomes opaque, then becomes transparent, and behind it, you see a very familiar-looking item. You see a crystal for your Solarian weapon.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
You gonna take it?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull it out, and you recognize that it is a standard Tawan crystal.
Is that good?
It is, it does plus 2d4 electricity, and it also has a stun property.
Very good.
You feel a sensation of needing to give thanks.
Okay. I will feed this thing my hard plate advanced. That is a... Oh, I had it a second ago. Oh, there it is. It's level 9, 1200 credit armor.
Okay. You're gonna feed it into the hopper?
Yeah.
The machine expands in order to be able to consume this giant piece of armor, but it just kind of like grows. The armor falls down inside of it, and it takes a second because this is a really big, component. But after a few moments, you hear a familiar tone, "Be-doo-doo," and your sensation has dissipated.
Nice.
Okay. I have one more thing I can trade in, so I'm going to push the button one more time.
Okie dokie. You press the button.
McGreedy.
You're of interest to you. When you press the button, you see that the light doesn't turn this sort of familiar red that it's been turning as the door shuts. It turns this sort of yellowish, orangish yellow color and begins flashing rapidly.
I don't like you.
The recycler behind you makes a noise at you. Dee-doot, dee-doot, dee-doot.
What does the recycler look like?
It's this other object here, this one.
Right. Is it like closed or?
Oh, no, it's open. It looks like it's ready to receive something.
Do I feel bad?
You don't feel bad, but the machine is not operating for you.
Okay. Well, I tried.
It's just out of juice, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lights are still green for a few people.
I do have an item if somebody else wants to try.
We have multiple things to toss in, but we are not using.
I'll try one more time. I'll open a door.
You press a button. The light begins flashing an orangish yellow. And then you hear the recycler, dee-doot, dee-doot, dee-doot. Twick would recognize this as the sound that was made as the sort of device that he got the first time. The alabaster helix aeon stone was deposited into the recycler. Dee-doot, dee-doot, dee-doot.
So we probably run through the whole gamut, and now we're just going to get that back. Does that seem like a reasonable guess?
Make me a mysticism or engineering check, either one. Engineering's going to be harder.
Okay. I missed. Never mind.
Well, yeah, you don't know.
I
Alright.
bet it just needs more resources. Toss something in the hopper?
Toss something in and then it.
Yeah, does anyone have anything? All of my stuff is bad now.
We got a lot of
Yeah.
Lashunta Tempweave advanced.
Is that it?
We got 6 of those.
You
They're
got 6 of
level
those?
8.
They're
That's
level
a
8.
lot.
They're level
I mean,
8.
they're level 8, but there's 6
I feel like
of
that's
them.
not high enough.
What if we put 2 in? That's
You
level
can toss
16.
one and see what happens. I'm worst case scenario, we get UPBs probably.
Oh, true. Yeah, throw one of those in there, level 8.
Sure.
You toss it in, and a few moments later, the door down below opens up with 850. Is this basic Lashunta Tempweave or advanced?
Advanced.
Yeah, 850 UPBs come out of the slot in the bottom.
Well,
With the UPVs in it.
I put them in the thing in the top.
I don't. Maybe. Let's add some more UPV to it. And
Do
then
we
put
have-
it in.
Any like level 9 things?
We got a level 11 Tomb Class Void Rifle.
Dang.
Are you in the room, Caleb, while you're...
Oh
you're
yeah,
used
sorry, I
outside?
would have walked back in with them.
Okay. Just of note, as you walk by, the lights are all red.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
When did we get this rifle?
I don't remember.
Sounds good.
That's
What
so
is
cool.
rifle?
Tomb Class Void Rifle.
It's from the tomb lady in the other room.
No.
So dumb. Honestly, it probably would have been from this AP.
We got it at
Or
the same
this
time.
book,
We
I
got
mean.
Superior Irida Shell. And an
Oh,
evil
yeah,
outsider
the,
Bane
Shadow.
Ultra Dagger.
The Shadow Giant was carrying it.
The Shadow Giant.
Oh, the
Yeah.
freaking Shadow Giant.
Didn't even use
Classic.
it. He just threw rocks at us. That
Yeah, well, he can't apply negative levels with his weapon.
Dumb.
Makes sense, makes sense. Well, do we want to try to change? I mean, we could literally just use this to scrap all of our Lashunta Tempweave,
yeah.
True.
right? I mean, it's not doing us any good there, and probably not going to find a shop anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
I will tell you, if you want, you can do this soft session. You can scrap whatever you want in this machine for UPBs.
Okay.
Okay.
We will probably scrap everything we don't want.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the
Soft
question
session.
is if we can reactivate the thing.
We have Advanced Irida Shell, which is level 9.
Because we'd have to either give it 2 things or bluff it. Like, give it the thing, give it, like, if we don't want what it gives us, give it back and.
Are the buttons green for me?
The buttons are green for you.
Are they making the weird noise?
They're just green right now.
Like Lisk had a weird noise with them, right?
He pressed the button.
Oh, he pressed it.
Yeah.
I press it.
It becomes an orangish yellow.
Okay.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
We
You
can
see
give it the
the
Irida shell. That's a level 9, right?
the hopper lights up.
Let's put the Irida shell in.
1 Advanced Irida Shell.
Okay.
I'm not putting it in for what it's worth. I give it to somebody else to put it in.
I'll put it in.
Yeah. I just wanted to make that clear it wasn't me.
Okay. You toss in a advanced Irida shell. A few moments pass, and then 1,310 UPBs come out of the bottom door.
It's just out of gas.
Yeah.
Alright.
Could be something, but
We tried.
Mysticism check if you want to try one more time to figure it out. You're all standing
Heck,
there.
I'll
You've been
roll one.
studying this thing.
I will also roll one.
Oh,
Yeah, it was on the 20 for a half a second.
Oh well.
Seven's
I think with a 27, I can at least give you a clue. While you are recycling things with the device, it appears that it is waiting for something specific when it opens up and begins making noises.
Oh, one of the things we already got.
Maybe. But I feel like all the stuff we got kind of slaps. Like I feel like we definitely got.
The only thing we
best stuff
probably
from it.
don't want to keep is the seismic coupler, if anything.
Yeah, because like, what are we?
We don't have a lot of use for that.
Yeah.
We could use it maybe, but
That's fair.
definitely don't
Maybe-
give away that adaptive swarm mask. That thing is
Yeah.
Maybe
you-
maybe you can
Speaking of
just
Pretty
things,
wild.
maybe it just lets you trade out the random item you got for something different. Just
Could
in
be.
general.
could be.
Who wants this this mask? Who would be the best user of it?
I've already got quite a few resistances going on, so not I.
What does it all do again?
Basically, you take damage, and it negates 5 of it, and then it gives you resistance 5 to that damage type for some amount of time.
1 minute.
1 minute.
And
10
then it
rounds.
does it again.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just does it every 10 rounds, essentially.
It's really, really good.
I mean,
For now, probably Luna should be wearing it at least.
Well, not in a good spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
give it to her.
All right. As a
Take
last option in this room that I'm leaving, I'm gonna put the seismic coupler Mark V into the hopper.
Okay.
I think you want to put it in the machine you press the button on, right? Isn't that the thing that's making the sounds?
That's what's making the
No,
light.
the
No,
the
hopper's
recycler's
making
making the
sound.
making the
Yeah,
sounds.
put the AN stone in the recycler.
Gotcha.
You put this seismic coupler into
Yeah.
the recycler, and a few moments pass, and you hear a familiar tone. Dee-doo-doo.
I go back to the machine. Is it green?
Yeah, it's green.
I push the button.
The door becomes opaque, and then
All
after
right.
a few moments, it becomes transparent again. And behind it, you see something that looks familiar to you: a scope.
Okay.
However, this is not a normal scope. This scope is clearly unique and appears to be hybrid in nature.
I take it out.
Okay. What you pull out of the box or pull out of the machine is a clarity scope, which functions as a revealing scope with additional capabilities while the scope's magical sensors are active. Activating or deactivating clarity scope is a move action. While aiming or looking through a clarity scope with active sensors, you can see through illusions, and you eliminate the mischance due to concealment other than total concealment.
That's handy.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Also, you get X-ray vision.
You also get X-ray vision. I hadn't gotten there yet, but yeah. Mhm.
Dang.
Spoilers.
You do immediately feel a sense of needing to give thanks.
All right, we got one more of these Irida shells.
Oh, the revealing scope is also a laser scope and a night vision scope.
Wait, what?
Also, it lets you see invisible and ethereal creatures.
Okay, that's pretty good. This is actually a level 12 item.
Oh.
Throw another one of those advanced Irida shells in there.
Okay. A few moments pass, you hear a familiar sound, dee-doo-doo, and the sensation dissipates. As you pass by the other recyclers, the doors are now red for you.
All right, I used up all of my shots. I do still have one if we think it has enough charges now to give more items. I have a level 10 item that I don't need or use.
Still green for me?
Until you press the button, and then it becomes a familiar orangish,
Right.
Okay.
yellow.
We can only
hopper
have
activates.
we can only have four things, 3 things, 4 things.
Man, it
Right now
seems
you
like
have,
we got
Twig has the Mark III emergency life shell. Luna has the clarity scope.
We can
Poe
kind of put
has
the shell back in.
a standard Talon crystal, and Lisk has a
mask.
Mask.
We can put the shell back in.
You don't want the shell?
I don't think anybody really wants the shell. It's for if we go to. It's basically for if we go to the negative energy plane. I don't think we'll be headed there anytime soon.
Oh my God, Caleb! Don't say shit like that.
That's not
what are you doing?
Its only use, but.
Okay. I mean, if I'm fine trying. I'm trying to fine re-rolling it. Yeah, I'll put the thingy in.
Okay.
The life shell.
You put the life shell in, and it makes a familiar tone. Dee-doo-doo.
Is that the open up the door and get a new item, or the...
No,
okay.
That's a recycler, sorry.
No, it's okay. Who... Caleb, you said you had something?
I've got a
Excuse me.
I've got a level 10 item.
Alright. What do we got?
You tossed in the emergency life shell, is that what you tossed in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the recycler just makes the noise. The lights appear still to be green.
Oh, okay. I'll open one. Boop, 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 beep, boop.
As you press the button, you hear a new tone.
Oh no.
Well, actually, no. I think it would be the same tone. You hear doo-doot, doo-doot as the recycler opens up and activates in preparation for receiving something.
Okay.
Hey, okay. It's might be a stronger thing though.
Twick, I think you would notice while you are standing where you're at that the lights are no longer, maybe as you pass one, they're no longer red for you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's Twigs.
Beep.
The door becomes opaque, then becomes transparent, and behind it, you see a... Wow. Well, something that's probably going to be more up your alley. A very bizarre-looking object. This... Oh, let me see. How should I describe this? It appears to be a 24-inch long metallic centipede covered in runes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Centipede?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a friend for Kip.
Well, let's see what it is. Take it out.
Okay, check it out.
Friend for
You
Kip.
immediately feel the sensation of needing to give thanks. And as you look at it, make me a... Boy, this is hard. You can either make me a culture check, or you can make me a mysticism check.
Culture it is. Oh,
Nice.
look at that.
Oh, 42. Okay. You have identified this as a rune worm. It is a hybrid magical device that, when placed near your ear, or similar orifice, it animates and enters your body. Once inside, it intertwines with your internal anatomy and releases an arcane virus that rewrites and improves some part of your body's functionality. It functions as a Mark II synergizing symbiote, which is able to increase an ability score by 4. However,
Dang.
it is so advanced that it instantly upgrades any Mark II personal upgrade already in your system to a Mark III personal upgrade, increasing the ability score from +4 to +6.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty
That's very
sick.
good.
Here's the problem, though. I just played Spider-Man 2, so I know. You can't use the symbiote. He's the bad guy.
I already got 2 symbiotes, so you know.
Caleb.
No big deal.
No! The bad guys!
Here is a link to it if you want to see it. A rune worm.
That is awesome.
Dang.
Okay, well, I'll go put something in the thing.
It's shadow orb, level 10. It's that It's that weird orb that deflects lasers that I got down in the basement of that.
We have extras of those.
Do we?
Yeah. I'll throw one
you
of the
place
shadow orbs out there.
Place it into the device, and moments later you hear a familiar tone. Dee-doo-doo. Your sensation dissipates.
So I guess technically I have one of these.
I think we got 3 of them.
Oh, did we get 3?
I think I
took
took
one.
yours
Okay.
out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we got 3 of them.
Well, guys, we got 1 extra.
Well, I activate the rune worm. No, he's waiting on that.
Yep.
Sure.
It animates and crawls into your ear.
Oh.
More specifically, I will say you, beyond anybody else in this group, find a particularly intriguing sensation as this rune worm begins to rewrite some of your genetic code. Almost as if, I don't know, it feels so natural to you. I don't know how else to describe it. Just
Not good.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's excellent.
It's excellent.
Weird that you would think that. Okay.
The light is red
Oh,
for you
wow.
when you step in front of the door, for what it's worth.
I kind of feel inclined to give my Talon crystal back, maybe. Because to move all my fusions to this crystal is going to cost so much money. So it's kind of useless.
Oh, that's funny.
Even though it is slightly better than my current crystal. So I could give that back in if we have something else to satiate its...
We got 1 more shadow orb.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give the Talon crystal standard to the recycler.
The recycler's currently closed, but you go over and hit the button. It gives that familiar tone.
Yep.
It opens up. You toss in the standard Talon crystal. It makes, again, doo-doo-doo, and the device is green in front of you now.
Okay, and I'll hit it.
Okay. It turns opaque, turns back transparent. In front of you, you see a small strand of 4 spherical beads strung with a cord that almost looks like it's emitting a slightly fiery glow.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Okay. What you pull out is a strand of Mark III plasma beads. While you wear this necklace, which is, again, not the way you would actually wear it as attire, as a standard action, you can detach a bead and throw it as a ranged attack targeting a grid intersection. If you throw the bead through a narrow opening, your attack roll must blah blah. Who cares about that part? When the bead strikes a hard surface, it explodes in a 20-foot radius, dealing electricity and fire damage according to its type, as shown on the table below. Specifically, this is a Mark III level 12 item and does 96 electricity and fire damage.
That's pretty cool.
Once you detach a bead, it loses its magic. It hasn't, if it hasn't exploded after 5 rounds. If the necklace isn't worn, detached beads immediately become non-magical.
Okay. And then
Here's a link to it, by the way.
I'm feeling the need to give thanks.
You
I'm
do
guessing.
feel the need to give thanks.
I'll give it our other shadow orb here.
Okay. You give it the shadow orb. A few moments later, familiar tone. Doo-doo-doo. Your sensation dissipates. The doors are now all red for everyone.
We did it. We maxed out.
All of the things we could get.
Does anybody want to wear the plasma beads? I'll wear them if nobody wants to, but
Go for it.
I'm often just wailing on people, you know?
Yeah,
That's
just
a fair point.
hasted, full attacking after moving 120 feet.
For what it's worth, you could probably put them back in since I was able to put something back in after 2 things. That turned back green for me.
I mean, they're good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are. I'm just saying, if you did want to put them back, I think you probably could.
I'll keep them. I'll just give somebody the option if they want to. It's basically like 4 good grenades.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Next.
All right, I guess I'll put them on.
Cinnamon bread.
when we get out of here, we'll make a stop at a bakery.
All right, I go to the pitted
I don't
thing.
know that I'm
and I
gonna want it.
pour my
man.
vial of blood in it.
You watch as the blood sort of flows over the top of the orb. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay, I cut my hand.
You cut your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pouring blood in it.
Not
You're
again.
pouring your own blood in it?
Yep.
Not again.
Okay. All right.
We're back to
Make me a will save.
this. I am surprised.
Man.
I mean, what were the odds that would happen twice?
26.
You know?
Right. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not affecting you. However, the blood does not appear to do anything to the orb.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
I'm just gonna go make a. Can I make a mysticism check on it? I don't think I've tried.
Sure, you can make a mysticism check.
Oh, great.
It's an orb.
Yep. That be an orb.
I will also try. There we go.
32. All right. As you stand close to the altar, two things. One, the smell of cinnamon bread, cinnamon rolls, cinnamon whatever. You want just insert cinnamon something. Is stronger. And you also feel a general like warmth and happiness.
See,
Um,
it's nice in here. Oops.
I would say
That's what I felt before.
that the orb is sort of drawing you with that feeling, that sensation.
Because this orb is my friend. The cinnamon friend.
Do you talk to the Orblisk?
I mean, yeah, I talk to lots of things. Ain't that right, Orb? See, he gets it. He knows.
No.
Not you, Janet. You know you're my real best friend.
Is the orb movable?
It's not.
It's like attached, right?
It's attached.
That doesn't mean it's not immovable.
Hey, Lisk.
Yeah.
The orb's your friend, right? What does it taste like? Does it taste like cinnamon?
Oh no.
You know what? I'll check. I will lick the orb.
Well, first of all, good job cleaning it off all the 3 different types of blood that were on it prior to that. I will
I got
take a will save from you first.
It's okay, I'm good at this probably.
25.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, whatever it is, this compulsion is not overtaking you. However, it is absolutely disgusting, the flavor that comes
Weird.
off of this orb. Mainly you would
unexpected.
guess from the blood. At some point, maybe as you're sort of licking, maybe your tongue moves enough blood that your tongue actually touches the orb itself, the surface of it, and you do get like a very short, quick sensation of love and empathy.
Tastes like love.
Yeah, it's got like a...
It's not like it's the flavor of it. It's more like it's the like all of a sudden you begin to feel that emotion.
Okay. Yeah, it's got like a... What's the reverse of like a candy coating? Like a gross coating, and then the inside's really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that.
Oh, hey, Luna, can you look at it through that new scope?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, what does this thing do?
Oh man, so many things.
Yeah, a lot.
Revealing scope. I use a move action, and I look through it. I can see through illusions. I gain sense through.
I think I can tell you almost exactly what happened when you look through that scope. Doesn't appear there's any illusions. It appears to be exactly what it is. However, I think you're probably able to see through the sort of outer shell of this sphere a little more precisely, and you do see that the floating object in the middle is in fact a black gem, crystal, diamond.
Question is how we get it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't
Did we
break
try
the thing.
hitting it? I think we did, right?
Did you say I should hit it?
I think we.
I think you just said it looks unbreakable.
Yeah.
A lot of things look unbreakable. Code looks unbreakable.
Thank you. It's the nicest thing I ever said about code.
I shoot it.
Okay. The shot bounces around, or bounces off the orb and hits one of the fleshy parts of the wall. Nothing happens.
I can't believe that didn't work.
There's still a face on the wall, right?
Yep, just staring at this pillar.
Oh. Why don't you try asking the face what to do?
Hey, face in the wall. Can you tell us how to get the gem out of this thing?
The face doesn't move.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Okay.
Can't believe that didn't work.
The face was mouth open.
No.
Yeah.
It's just staring at the square stone altar.
Remember what were these guys doing? They were throat singing. They were cutting off fingers and eating them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I'll do the part of that I'm willing to do, unless we'll start attempting to throat sing.
It's like Baldur's Gate 3 when you don't have performance.
Yeah, exactly.
The throat singing, while pretty effective, doesn't seem to do anything.
Well, I'm out of
I'm
ideas
gonna-
again.
Take off my jacket and hold it up in front of the eyes of the face.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a good idea, too.
Is it?
Didn't
Nothing
even work for the
happens.
eye puzzle.
However, make me a... You don't even need to make a check for this, actually. As you're standing closer to the orb, the smell of cinnamon bread is stronger, and you feel drawn to the orb.
Try eating
it.
the orb.
You touch it? Okay.
Just touch it. Okay.
You, probably a similar sensation to what Lisk had. When you touch the orb, you... it almost feels like it's pulling from you this, like, love and empathy, and that's the sensation you're currently feeling while you're touching the orb. Mysticism check? That's all I can... I can't give you anything else.
Man.
Mysticism check.
Imagine if we had a mystic.
I man.
We've
Hey.
been through this whole room and or this whole level in a heartbeat. Get it?
Boo.
That was not intentional.
Yeah, likely
you think-
story.
With that 28, you think that the orb needs it's drawing off of the empathy and feelings of positive energy from beings, and that is what it is seeking.
I don't know what that means.
I know what that means. I'm gonna start petting the orb and saying, "Good orb."
All right,
Who's a
Ko,
good
get over here.
orb?
We're all gonna touch it at the same time.
Yeah, this will definitely work.
100%.
That's a nice orb. Pat, pat.
We all touched the orb, I guess.
Just describe to me what you guys are thinking about while you're touching the orb.
What a
Nothing.
good orb.
Okay, what a good orb from Lisk. Nothing from Ko.
Thinking about a sunny day flying through a blue sky with a soft breeze.
Okay, all right, that's good. Anything from Twick?
He's thinking about his childhood when he was a tiny little mouse
Okay.
with his family.
Can I get a diplomacy check from either Luna or Twick?
Can I give an assist?
I will let you give an assist in this case.
Okay. Or aid, I guess it is. Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
not aiding.
Man.
That's what I expected.
There we go.
Doesn't even matter.
Wow.
47.
As you concentrate on the thoughts of flying and the breeze whipping through your feathers, you begin to feel love and empathy, and you feel this stone almost both empower those feelings and also draw them from you. And after a few moments, the head above the altarpiece begins to crumble, and the remains sort of fall to the floor, and you see a featureless oval above you. And the orb that you've all been touching dissipates, and a floating black stone sits right above the top of the stone altar.
I actually can't believe this worked. This was the dumbest idea.
All right,
Great.
great job.
Good job, everyone. That's 3 down.
That's by far the weirdest
Great
one.
job, guys.
I will say, alternatively, if you don't do exactly that, you could apply positive energy such from a Mystic's Healing Touch.
Yeah, I knew that
Or a
part was
Mystic's
in there.
Cure spell.
Yeah.
Gotta heal it.
I mean, serum was the next option. I
Yeah.
don't even know if that would have worked,
right.
though.
The Nightmare Mirror Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going in there.
This just seemed bad, like a bad situation.
Maybe this is just like that book about the little wizard boy. Like going there and I picture myself having it, but I don't want it. I'll just get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Maybe we should have some sort of plan, like a rope tied around his waist. or...
Tie a rope
Oh,
around.
smart. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I have a rope. I'll tie it around Lisk.
This is
And-
perfect.
Keep hold of the end.
Alright, I'm going in, boys. I go in with no desire to own a small key.
Okay, as you step in, make me a will save.
Alright. Yeah!
29. Okay. You don't appear to be affected by the smears that are currently floating on this wall. If you remember, it's like a whole bunch of individual, like hundreds of shards of mirrors. Some that are larger, they all face inward. And you're kind of looking at yourself in these mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
No one saved it this last time, did you? Because
Probably
Twick
not.
walked
I
in
think
with his eyes
everyone
closed.
failed pretty much
You walked in, your eyes
immediately.
closed. Ko
Failed.
I failed
I think-
immediately.
Yeah.
and you also had like a rope attached to you, and that's how you got out. No, you had blind sense.
We
That's how
had
you
to-
got out.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to go in to save him.
It was a
Yeah.
fiasco.
Yeah.
And
He went in
Luna
to get
was
Luna
stuck the
and
entire
failed
time.
worse.
I was stuck,
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so all right, no one saved. All right, so you're standing in the middle of this wall of mirrors. You see yourself. You begin to see yourself, like maybe a younger version of yourself. Brings back happy feelings, feelings of contentment and joy, and all of the things you have definitely not been feeling throughout this entire time post New Elysium. While you're standing there, though, make me a quick perception check.
You got it, boss. Okay. 31.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything else of interest. It's just you, a bunch of versions of you, actually. As you look around, the mirror in front of you was one that was showing the young you. You also see an older version of you. You see a you, maybe that is jumping through a window. You see a version of you flying at the helm of a starship. And as you're standing in this space, you hear a familiar voice, actually.
That mangled ear of yours, Lisk, it's not just a battle wound, is it? It's a trophy, a relic of a very specific conquest, isn't it? A conquest involving a vest and a stolen item, perhaps?
I mean, yeah, you're a smart lady, Janet. You're right.
You have an
no.
interesting way of making friends, Lisk. Most people don't end friendships with a dagger. That Vesk from your past. Thrak, was it? He learned that the hard way.
Oh my god. You're very well informed. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, sometimes it takes a second. Should I talk?
She's gotta think about it.
She's telling you things that you are not really so sure as to how she could possibly know that, other than the exception of as you're looking around the room, you're beginning to see yourself in some of these situations that you've been in your past.
Interesting. How do I translate that into getting a key? Maybe, what if I just sort of reflect back on that event, specifically, the one that Janet was talking about, stealing the, vial and whatnot.
As you begin to think back on this event, all of the mirrors turn to face directly at you, and you see that they are all now displaying portions of the event where you maybe went into the tower on the planet of, was it Verces? No, Akiton.
Yes,
You're on Akiton. The city of Thousand Lights. The thing is, not only are you seeing this, but everyone else in the room is seeing the reflection in the mirrors. They see you tumbling in through a window. They see you talking to a tall Vesk who's wearing a white suit. They see a lit cigarette. They see the lights go out. They see you standing over the top of him with a bloody dagger and a piece of your ear missing. They see you tumble over and open a safe from which you pull a data pad and a vial. And then they see you tumble out into the night.
As I stand there sort of looking at this, I just say to Janet, man, I sure am glad nobody else can see this, because that would be a lot of explaining later.
Goes like,
Nice.
Lisk is on TV.
Nothing else comes from that, though. You're like the memory kind of dissipates, and then you just see a whole bunch of different versions of you again.
Okay.
You okay in there? You need to be pulled out or anything?
Oh no, this is great. I'm actually having a great time in here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's like a multiplayer. I don't know if we could do maybe like a versus
Split screen.
Yeah. I think it's got like couch co-op. It's pretty cool. Okay.
You look like you're handling it pretty good, so it's all good. Keep at it.
I'm gonna try to like envision myself getting, I like a key that looks similar to the other keys. It was like color coded before, right? So I can like vaguely imagine the color,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We need that white key.
Yeah, try to like envision it and make the mirrors manifest it. Maybe that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't know if that's anything.
Okay. Make me a mysticism check.
Oh yeah, I've done good at these, so it's time for a 1. Ooh, never mind. 32, pretty good.
You're staring at one of the mirrors, and you begin to envision this, and you see your, like a reflection of yourself. He just stands there and then reaches into his right pocket and pulls out a small white gem.
I will try to mirror his movements.
Okay. As you reach your hand in your pocket, you do feel something that has not been there before.
What the?
And out you pull a small white gem, diamond. Looks familiar. Looks similar to the other stones.
See? Look at this, guys.
Have you
I
had
did
that
it.
in your pocket the whole time?
Yeah, I guess I picked it up earlier and I just forgot. I don't know.
Wow.
But that was fun. That's a cool meal room.
What was that stuff with the... There was a guy in a suit.
What?
The guy in a white suit on there?
There's a
No, that's not.
vial.
Some like tower. thing?
That I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound. That's
You
not.
had your ear, then you didn't have your ear.
No,
Yeah, it looked
this
like you
was-
killed him.
I would never.
Well, I know that's not true.
All right, I'll untie this rope and put it back away.
Aw.
Nobody else
No
stepping
more
in here?
Lisk on a leash.
Yeah. I kind of liked going for walkies. All right, that's 4 keys.
Good on the mirror room. I don't need to go in there.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. You guys should maybe check it out more. I see why you didn't want to leave before.
As you come back into this room, 2 things. These pillars are all still just moving randomly throughout the space, so you're gonna have to dodge them as you walk through it. Yes, they do get scary. But you're able to make your way back over to this wound in the center of the room. And you do see the 4 slots you saw before that are surrounded by a metal ring matching the color of one of the 4 of the crystals.
Let's slot these bad boys in. Beep boop boop beep boop.
Chink, 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 chink. When the last crystal is placed, the sort of roiling sort of black mass at the center of the room that was holding that, I think somebody threw maybe a stone or somebody threw something.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sitting in the center.
Let's throw a rock on there.
It stops and then just immediately free falls through the wound.
Oh, we
Heads
broke
up.
your rock.
All right. Geronimo?
Maybe like a rope. You know, in case we need
that's
to
a
get
good
back
idea.
up.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll go down. You guys throw a rope. After all,
Is there...
no one's ever died just jumping in a random pit before, right?
The pit... Does it have, like, wall that goes all the way down the side?
It looks
there?
like you see like probably like 2.5 to 3 feet of flesh and then just darkness.
Great.
Is it time for walkies again? Told you should just leave me. Keep me on a leash the whole time.
I'll tie Lisk back up
Yeah!
and secure the end of this rope
Okay.
around my waist, I guess, and kind of
Okay.
anchor myself.
Got
This
it.
is great. Let's
Got
go
it.
just do a front flip into the pit.
Okay. Do a front flip into the pit. I think Ko would see you. You pass maybe like you're a couple feet down, and then all of a sudden you pass through into this sort of inky blackness. The rope never goes taut. It's just kind of
It's a long rope.
it eventually sort of hits against the side of the wound. Nothing.
You alright
Lisk.
down there, Lisk?
Never went hot.
You have this absolutely terrible sensation of vertigo, and you have this like crazy mental anguish as you pass through this, almost like portal, if you will, and you land at a very familiar place, face down in a sort of pool of blood, at a familiar environment, which is the entry space of New Elysium.
Oh no.
Oh.
We're back.
You do notice that the rope that was once attached to you is now it's cut about 2 feet away from the tie that was on your waist.
Go. You gave me faulty rope.
I try my radio to see if I can contact Lisk.
Nothing goes through.
Alright, I'll lie down and check on him.
All right,
You experience
can
the
fly.
same thing. Just crazy vertigo, crazy mental anguish. This paragraph says, as the PC's personalities are temporarily stripped away. How do you
Great.
what a strange description.
Brutal.
Anyway, yeah, so you jump down this hole and you also fall, land right next to some where Lisk is currently at, into some blood right at the beginning of New Elysium.
Oh, hey, Luna.
Oh. Didn't
Long
think
time
I'd
no
ever want to
see.
be back here, but better than where we just were.
Yeah.
Specifically, green fields is where you land. It's that giant, like, circle area.
Mm-hmm.
I look
Like
at
a little,
Twick, I'm
like
like,
a little river.
Yeah.
to Twick, I'm like, do you think that Luna's gonna fly back up, or?
He leans over the hole. Hello? Hello?
There,
Yeah?
and there isn't a portal like behind us.
There's nothing. You
There's
look
a
up and you see the
one-way
ceiling.
deal. All right. Well, either they think we're dead and we'll never see them again,
Well,
or they'll show up too.
I mean, we might be dead.
We might be dead. Janet, are we dead?
Well, I mean, it's either
Absolutely.
this or
Oh,
ship
damn
with
it.
2 people, I guess.
She's never been wrong before.
Well, we cleared all the other rooms in this dungeon, so
Yep.
Obviously.
this is the only logical place to go. And I'll hop in too.
Okay. Twick's hopping in.
Yep. Hesitantly.
All right, you guys all hop in and you all land
Oh.
at a
I had to ask
familiar-
about the river, didn't I?
Oh, guys, we're back.
familiar place
Man.
We're back.
at the entrance of New Elysium in the green fields.
Oh man.
We're gonna leave it right there,
Yeah.
boys.
You gotta.
Oh, Ko, you can play in the little lift thing again.
Yes. My favorite.
We can bring all the memes back. That's great.
You can eat another plate.
Yes.
Then we can finally find Ko's girlfriend.
Oh.
There's something about seeing this map again that just feels wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if we have to fight some of the people that we were hanging out with and that died there,
Don't,
Be very
Kilo,
upset.
don't say that.
If we didn't before, we are going to
if
now.
that Sheeran comes back, I'm gonna be very upset.
Oh man. You might.
I can't
you never
remember. Cthon something.
Zon
can't
Kuthan.
remember. No.
Yeah, Zon Kuthon. That's the guy. You got it.
Our name was like maybe it was Chithon, Chith or something.
Oh,
remember now.
you're talking
The
about
reporter.
The reporter.
Yeah, what's her
Yeah.
name? Shoot.
Can't remember.
I have to scroll so
don't think
back,
I
so
have
far
it.
back in my notes.
Her name is Stessa.
That's
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah. CSTH. What a good first 4 letters to choose to write your name. All right, boys, you solved the Heartgate puzzles. I'm proud of you.
Eventually.
got it.
I don't know
Easy.
if you probably didn't really get the cues as much as I would have hoped, but the rooms were very much themed in a way that is the opposite of the darkness that you've been experiencing. The room with the old steward is actually called the Compassion of Death. The room with the little devices is called Debt of Gratitude. The room with the giant face is called Love's Embrace, and the mirrors is called The Acceptance of Self.
Yeah, I was picking up definitely that like the different rooms were like different like heart emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was very
Interesting.
resistant to any of that because I'm just assuming that we're supposed to be doing pain stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pain stuff.
Shadow stuff and pain stuff.
The last thing we're going to do here, because you guys fell through this portal and you were feeling a lot of mental anguish, is I'm going to need a will save from all 4 of you.
No.
This is for all the marbles here for Luna.
Is this a blind one?
That
That doesn't have to be. You can just roll.
All right. Is this mind affecting?
Hey.
This is not.
Not
Can't
mind
believe I rolled
affecting.
2.
I can. It's very on brand.
It's not mind
At the end of the
affecting.
night,
It's
just
not
use your
something
hero
I can
point.
see.
It is not something you can see. Well,
So this is
Is this a 2E thing?
I, will
this-
say,
Yeah.
I will say it is.
Stop it.
I don't know how that works. How that interacts. I would say it's No, it's not. It's not.
This
It's not
is
something you
just-
can see. It's not mind affecting.
This sounds like a straight will save for me then. All right. 24.
All right. Well,
Oh, no,
bad
Ko.
news, Ko.
Yep.
You are the only one who failed your check. Upon landing here, you immediately have the sensation that this is exactly where you need to be to embrace the new you.
I'm evil again.
And I'm going to
Great.
need to know if you are going to spend resolve to prevent your corruption from deepening.
Do we have a total on what I need to spend now?
Yes, you need to
Did I
spend
fail
3.
last time? Or I don't remember.
You
Okay.
did. You currently have 3 spent.
I need to spend 3 now. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Am I on a good level or a bad level?
You're currently in an even level, so the next level will be odd, which means nothing really happens.
If I spend the 3, I'll have 3 left, which is still something.
It is something.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not enough to stabilize though, is it?
It is not enough to stabilize.
Ooh.
Well,
That's a good
it's
point.
enough to stabilize. It's not enough to stay in the fight, right? Because it's a quarter of your entire resolve pool.
To stabilize.
Yeah, and then you need 1 additional point to stay in the fight, or
But
2.
if he had 3, he would be using all 3 stamina.
or all 3 resolve, yeah, you'd be using
Or
all
all
of
3
them.
resolve.
Yeah.
Kill him?
Only if you took more damage.
Yes, if he takes more damage while he's laying on the ground. He's still he's just unconscious. He's just not dying. So you'd have to spend 1 more to stay in the fight and gain 1 hit point.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we're at the start of a new area. That I have no idea what's going to happen, so I'm not going to spend it.
Oh.
I'd rather hang on to him right now.
Okay. All right, you sir are at an odd level then, but your resolve will reset after you sleep. Yeah, so we're gonna leave it right there. Nicely done, boys.
We did it.
Yeah, sure.
We did
We did
it.
something.
We
Yep.
did it.
I don't know if it was the thing we did, but we did something.
Solve the heart puzzle.
Yeah.
We did something, that's for sure.
I can't believe we went to all 4 rooms, failed all 4 puzzles, and assumed that there must have been something else that we
Yep.
were supposed to do.
They're a
Yeah,
bit.
it's a little wild.
We didn't really know what we were looking for until we got to the final room.
Yeah.
Man.
But we knew we were looking for something.
Yeah.
They are pretty obtuse.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, they're. It's not like they're immediately evident as to how to solve the
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of prying.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, the
think,
tomb one we just avoided because we didn't want to kill her.
Right.
I think we knew what to do, more
Yeah.
or less.
The
Yeah,
one that
we were-
felt
we
the
were almost
worst
there on the tomb
was the item room, because it was like, well, do we keep doing it, or
Yeah.
are we just losing a bunch of stuff here?
Yeah.
It wasn't really clear.
That one was fun. It's specifically in the AP. It's like, all right, before the PCs get to this room, come up with an item to give each of them after they put something in, and you have to do 2, otherwise you can't get the crystal. But it's like alternatively you can do up to like 2 items, but they're all supposed to be a level. I think it said level 10 to level 12. So I just had to come up with some random hybrid or magical items to pass out, which was fun.
Yeah,
that's
that's cool.
They were all cool items.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well that's it for us. We'll be back next week and back at New Elysium. You guys basically just back on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Looks like it.
Good time.
Can we tell if we're back in the material plane?
You cannot.
Okay.
Not immediately. At least you can't tell.
Right.
I will say upon getting here, it does look like some of the walls are maybe a little closer than you remember them being last time.
Okay.
The portal did remove my negative level, though, right?
Yeah, totally what happened. Oh man.
Oh, I think I can craft one of those now. I think we're high enough level.
A negative level.
I can craft a potion to get rid of that. A thing to get rid of that.
Nice.
And we have a bunch of stuff that we can turn into UPVs.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time. See ya.